Rachel Brady, welcome back to my channel. I'm a mum of two with a third baby on the way in September. Today's video is a speed cleaning video. I desperately need to clean this house, and the kids and their dad are at swimming. I've got just over an hour, I reckon, to totally clean the entire house, which is so over ambitious, but I always find these videos really make me whiz through the cleaning, and let's just crack on. I'm not going to be able to do a deep clean of the whole house, obviously. Some rooms don't really need much doing, others are completely a tip, as you'll see. So let's just do this. So I'm going to start with my bedroom. Okay, so I start in our room, like I say, and this is just a basket of just stuff from all around the house, and it's got toys, and it's got clothes, and it's got colouring books. So I just sort those out into piles. Then I give the top of my dresser and the TV and the windowsill a dust with this furniture polish. It smells really nice. It's got like jasmine fragrance. Then I fold up some clothes that I very lazily left from the night before and put them away, along with things like Adam's headphones. Just dust the top of that dresser and just stuff things back in. And then the stuff that's hanging on the end of my bed, I just pop those in my wardrobe because they're just like spare eco bags and stuff, and then give the room a decent hoover. It's not been hoovered for ages. And then the piles of stuff that were on the bed, which is just so random, I actually put those back in the right bedrooms, and that is that room done. In the bathroom, I really gave this a decent clean not that long ago, so I literally just needed to kind of do the obvious stuff like the sink and the bath. And then I dusted around our house. It's really dusty because it's such an old house, and obviously I cleaned the toilet from the top to the bottom. And I use wipes to do this. I know they're not very eco-friendly, but I'm trying to finish all my non-eco-friendly products and then move over entirely to eco. I have still got some products to use up. I give the stand there a really good dust and then hoover in here. And that is that. Now Bee's room, whoa, what a mess. She is getting messier and messier as she gets older, but she just loves to play and get everything out. So I brought a bin liner in and I emptied. She's actually nicked my bin from my room. She does so much art and craft stuff. She's always got bits of paper and stuff, so she stole my bin. That's my cat Henry, who always snoozes on Bee's bed. I made her bed. I actually didn't have time to strip all the beds. I just did that actually a couple of days later. These are all her arts and crafts bits where I just, to be honest, I just piled them up, and as you can see, I just end up shoving them underneath the desk. I dusted her little bookcase kind of shelving unit thing, and that's her bookcase there. I gave that a dust and then a really good hoover. Really, I just tidied things away in here and hoovered, and that is much better than it was to start with. Arthur's room, probably the most messy of them all at this moment in time. He just tends to get all his Lego out and bits and bobs, and that was actually Bee, who'd been in here playing with Playmobil that morning. So really, again, just tidying up, making the bed from that morning, giving the duvet cover a bit of a fluff up, putting away all the magazines and stuff onto his shelf. He's got a nice big room, so I do find it easier to clean and keep tidy. Putting one of his pictures on his board, giving his bedside table a dust, and then giving the room a good hoover, and that is so much better than before. Now I just hoovered the upstairs landing, and I hoovered the stairs and onto the living room. So I always strip all the throws off both sofas because Hugo sneakily goes and sits on them all the time. As you can see, Hugo's still got the blanket on his head there. He couldn't figure out how to take it off. Yeah, I give the sofas a hoover. Again, the main thing I always find is just hoovering for cleaning. So much grit and stuff on the sofas where the animals all sit. They're not supposed to, but they do. And the rug, which just collects so much stuff. And also we have a log burner in this room, so it does collect like ash and bits of wood everywhere. So I gave the log burner area a really good hoover. Give the kids' little table a wipe, and then just dust the windowsill and all the pictures, and the telly gets so much dust, it just attracts dust. I'm getting quite sweaty, as you can see at this stage. This was like a really good workout. I'm dusting the garden trading light in the middle of the room and the pictures, and that is that room done. Now in the utility room, I just kind of chucked all the washing that had dried into a basket. I changed the newspaper that the cat food kind of sits on, and all I did in here, I didn't give it a deep clean in here at all. I just like wiped the tops down, which get a bit grotty, and that was that. this is kind of like the middle room which joins the living room and kitchen. Again, main thing, Hoover. That is the only sofa that Hugo is actually allowed to sit on, so it gets a lot of abuse and a lot of grit. So I gave it a really good Hoover. Dusted the main table and dusted the piano, which collects a lot of dust. Dusted the bookcase, and that is that really in there. And then I hoovered the kitchen. In the kitchen I did do a lot of kind of surface cleaning as the camera battery was charging. And that the main job in here actually is just hoovering. There's so much kind of dog hairs and fluff that accumulates, and that is that. This is the little ensuite that is in the kitchen with the little spare room. And again, I just wiped down the sink and cleaned the toilet in there. It really wasn't too bad in there at all. Just needed a going over. The spare room never really had many people in it, so I just gave it a dust. This is our new spare room. I just thought I'd show you. It's never had anyone in it, so it's completely clean. So guys, that was my speed cleaning video. It was over an hour because I had to stop and recharge the camera battery a couple of times, and then the kids and Adam came back towards the end, and I really sped through a lot of the end. I did cheat slightly because in the kitchen I did a bit of surface tidying while the batteries were charging. All in all, probably an hour and a half to 2 hours, but I just can't believe how much you can get done in that time if you really put your mind to it. So I hope this motivated you to do a bit of cleaning yourself, because I find them so motivational and so weirdly fascinating to watch. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and remember to comment below to say hi, and if you don't already subscribe, please do. That's all for now. Bye.